Alright guys, welcome back for some... damn it. I just did that. I hate it when I do that intro. Oh. How come it's not working? Oh, now my desktop audio is just fucked. Wait, did I change it to... Wow, well, you guys just had a nice little silent intro to the thing and missed out on all this beautiful Adventure Begins music by Tabletop Audio. How was I doing changing of music before? I don't know. I was doing something. I had the music on. How come if I talk about... If only Extreme Matt was around, he would be very proud of what I just learned in streaming technology. I just turned the music down on OBS so that it doesn't overpower my voice. I don't know if that's gonna work, but I did it. Now it's probably gonna screw up my other games. Alright, let's change the music to Descent by Tabletop Audio, because we are now in the caves. We're in the caves. We're in the depths. We're in the depths of the hidden shrine of Tamaochan. Last week when we were here, the party was unconscious in this room with a sleep spell before Care realized that he's an elf and sleep spells don't work on him. So he grabbed what's his name? Real. He grabbed Real and pulled him out of the sleep spell, and together they left that room and came all the way down here to the western corridor, and then started to head north into a room that is called... Oh shit, I forgot to put it on the title. Hang on. The Court of Semanawak. Semanawak is actually how you meant to pronounce it, which means place entirely surrounded by water. The players don't know that though, just the DM. Although Real could make a what would you do to make a language check? Is it history? Could make a history check with advantage because he knows the language. Anyway, so we're in this room. Let's just reread what it said, because last time we were in this room I was dead to the world. I couldn't even understand what was in this room at the point that I was at. So the doors to this room are made of bronze and are tinted blue with oxidation. Right, so that was these doors, which, well, that's annoying. They're facing opposite ways, which Real used his strength to push open. Today. A short hall ending in steps leads down to the central chamber. Dook, 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 dook. So this is the short hall with the steps. This chamber is flooded with a brackish water. Can anyone in chat tell me what brackish water means? What's brackish water? The pool seems to be about 2 foot deep and covers the entire floor. A central hall flanked by narrow aisles is formed by 2 rows of massive square columns. The walls are coated with slime, and there are vile green lines etched across them. From what can be seen of the chamber's walls, the stone appears to be crudely worked. 2 corroded bronze braziers stand thigh-deep in the brackish water. Towards the middle of the room, 2 broken urns, apparently once about 4 foot tall, huddle in the water. In the darkness on the eastern wall appears to be a growth of some sort, which gleams as vilely as the slime trails, burning with a greenish hue. So that's this thing here. Then this is the broken urns here. And then these are the 2... Did it talk about those? 2 corroded bronze braziers. Nope, that's in the water here. Maybe that's these 2 things. Oops. Okay, what does the party do here? What does the party do in this room covered in water? This thing should not be here. Oh, but he's glowing. If I put this over here, like this, it doesn't even flip. Hide face down. See, it doesn't even stay there. It's trying to hide it. So dumb. There we go, I got it. So then if we change... Ah, fuck you. If I change to pink... and then go, that's not the room. This is the room. Oh, it looks the same. That's so annoying that it doesn't just... Look, if I flip these guys, they just go into the ground. Oh, maybe this one doesn't because it's got the light on it. What if I just grab a different one? Where is my monsters? Saved objects. Monsters. No, it's got to be large NPCs maybe? There. And then we've got to say giant slug. Ah, it's because it's got the light on it. Oh, excuse me. So that means I should hide face down. Then I want... How do I insert light? A light source. Is that real easy to do? Probably not. Oh shit, I just lost my page. What room are we in? 11? Yep, 11. For any of you reading at home, we're in room 11 of the Tales from the Hidden... Yawning Portal, the Hidden Shrine of Tamaochan. think that you have to get light sources. Yep. You need a file asset bundle. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. There's just no light coming off that thing. There's a green phosphorescent luminous glow coming from this corner of the room. This room. Wait. Can I get Rial to make a history check? Which you do by saying exclamation mark roll. And if you're just doing a D20, oh shivers, it's not exclamation eyes. That this room wait, what was I doing a history check for? I wanted him to see what kind of room it was, but then I don't think that this... It looks like a courtroom. Semanawak. So Rial says, this room looks like some kind of court where nobles and rich people would meet with their guests. Yeah, but... Care says, yeah, but why is it covered in water? What is wrong with these people? This entire place is so wet. I think we said that they would carefully move into the room. And... Does it say the walls are... From what can be seen in the chamber's walls, the stone appears to be crudely worked. Broken urns, 4 foot tall, huddle in the water. In the darkness on the eastern wall appears to be a growth of some sort which gleams as vilely as the slime trails, burning with a greenish hue. Okay, so I think Care is definitely going to enter the room and check out the urns. So he goes there to do that. Now, let me just check something. Oops, I just turned my phone off. If you roll for investigation to find loot, that's what I'm trying to find out. If a player is actively searching a body for hidden items or clues, you should call for an investigation check. If they're simply looking at the body to get a general sense of what's on it, a perception check might be more appropriate. Investigation checks for looting bodies on Reddit. In my current 5e game, my DM has consistently made us investigation checks when checking a body for items and gold. This didn't stand out to me as odd until we took a lengthy break and I started playing with other groups. Is it normal to have intelligence checks when looting Pocket's backpack of a body? I talked with my DM about it and he responded that if we roll low, it's normal for the result to be a failure. Frustrating, but made sense at the time. Only now I'm starting to question why we're rolling it at all. Why we are rolling it all. He meant it at all. For more context, we're a tier 4 party with a current investigation skill of -1. When looting enemies, even recurring villains, if one PC rolls low, they find nothing. I guess would I do that? I do it to create a number for how long the character is spending looting the body. Higher number if they find goods faster, lower it takes them a while to sift through. It's a difference of minutes, but for some areas and situations that matters. Like if they're looting a body in the middle of a heist or a lair of a demon or something. Oh yeah. And then if you're trying to hide something on a body, then you could do an investigation check if the dead body has hidden something in it. Anyway, I don't think there's an investigation check for trying to look into some pots. And we also looked up giant slug last week. I just want to reread that because remember last week I was unconscious while I was trying to stream this. So Monsters by CR. Oi, what? How come giant slug? Okay, maybe giant slug is not SRD. So we'll just do giant slug 5e. Giant slug on Wikidot. A giant slug was an extremely huge and deadly version of a slug. Surprisingly, giant slugs were extraordinarily strong, being able to batter down barricades and even demolish windmills. You're not meant to know all this, players. I'm meant to know this. You're meant to roll for a insight check. I'm pretty sure that I read somewhere last week that slugs are not inherently aggressive. This giant slug has innate spellcasting? Fuck off. That's shit. I'm not going with that website. Unless they're hungry. This one says unless they're hungry. Anyway, what I want to do is let's get Rial. Rial is interested in checking out what this phosphorescent light is over here. So he comes snooping around the light while Care is looking through the pots. Yep. So, Care is looking in the pots, and I want to roll. I want to roll on my loot table for a second. This room is really hard to DM, you guys. Don't look at me like that. It's a difficult room. There's 9 gold pieces inside the pots. Care? That's only 8. So Care finds 9 gold pieces. That's not Care. Care finds 9 gold pieces in the pots. Rial, make a nature check, please. Oh, purple pen. Purple pen says, glad to see that you're a family again. Saw a video that you were together. So that was not... I did not know that that video was being put out, but that was a video from like January when we were in Alberta, Canada, before all the shit went down. So that's not recent. That's an old video. I think I did reply to someone's comment on Facebook about that to let them know. Purple Pen says, new game? No, this is... How long have we been playing this for? We started over here in this room, then we went to this room, then we went to... Where did we go? Yeah, we went... What the... Where did we go? Oh, we came down here and then through this secret passage and then through here. And we didn't want to engage this thing in this water here, so we came back to this room. Then we went here and fell asleep. And then last week, I did this room and I was really asleep and no one got to see the actual video except for the people who saw it live. Oh no, we did this room a few weeks ago. This is the room that we did last week and I was falling asleep. So I decided to just do it again. I deleted the last video. No way, I rolled a 6. Sorry, I rolled the 6 before I saw you guys were chatting. How did I do that? So that was... What was I rolling? A nature check on this. So Rial just stands there looking at the green glow going, oh, green glow. Seems fine. Okay, so then if they're walking carefully, there's no chance of slipping, right? Because I think there is a chance of slipping on these floor tiles. But also, while Rial was here... No, let's not do that. Let's continue on. So Rial just needs to make a... Would this be an intelligence check now? An investigation check? Rial, make an intelligence check, please. If you don't know how to do that, you just do !roll, and then you'll get a number. And then we add his investigation check to that, just to see what he can see. Purple Pen says, you still live with them, with your children? No, I don't live there anymore. You gotta forget, this has been a conversation that's happened a few weeks ago. So a few people recognized that I was in a different house. The background behind me is different now. And I think I said that I've moved, that we have separate, like I've left the house and I now live at my parents' house and we alternate weeks with the kids. Looks like Mahjong? No. This is a map. This is a Dungeons and Dragons map. Look. We started here and it has all these nice, cool little tunnels. And Rial couldn't tell what this shit was, so he just like, oh, green glow. I don't know if you guys were here, but I swapped the actual giant slug, which is... Oh, did I delete it? There was an actual giant slug that was glowing, but the glowing orb didn't let me flip it over. Because I wanted to be able to hide. See, because if you hover over, you can see that it's a giant slug. So I wanted to... Hey. How come it's not... It was turning into a question mark. Or maybe that's only for people who are not the DM. Oh, yeah. So the players can't see what this is. Only the DM. Anyway, so no one wants to do it? I'll do it. Exclamation mark roll. Right here. I'm real good as a barbarian. If anyone had watched our first campaign, my homebrew campaign with Chum, I was doing Chum and what's the name of my satyr? Anyway, Chum was a barbarian and his rolls were consistently shit across the board. So, barbarian tradition continues. And so, yep, we just keep on moving, right? That's where we're going. We're going to cross this. Let's just see. I want to see what's underneath this, because there's no door here. We can't see the door. That's what we need to see. So Rial can see the doors down the corridor. That's why you're meant to be the DM. Clone. That didn't work, did it? Bastard. Holy cow. Thank you. Put it on the ground. Okay. Rial can see the doors are closed. And he goes, "Oh, I'm going to see what's behind the next door." Now I just need to see what happens to Rial, because his investigation check was terrible. So he's going to just go walking straight down that corridor. Okay. What? The base chance for a character drowning is 5%. This chance is decreased if the character's dexterity is 15 or greater by 5%. For every point the character is injured, and for shivers, and for every 50 gold for every 5 pounds of weight carried, the chance increases by 1%. Oh shit. This is a lot of maths. The armor worn by the character may also increase the chance of drowning. 10% for ring, splint, chainmail, and 20% for plate mail. Well, I don't think he's wearing any of that, right? He's not wearing chainmail or plate mail or anything, is he? He's this character here. No, he's wearing studded leather. So armor-wise, he's fine. Pounds. Oh, crap. Where's his... He's got 13 kilos of crab meat. I haven't even worked out half. Nothing. They weigh 1, I think. Oopsie. Has he only got 1? He's only got 1 torch. So that's 1. So that's 1.5. This one is 1. 1 pound. It's at the top. Oh, it's 1 pound. So 1, 2, 2.5. Let's say that's another half. So that's 3. Oh, schnitzel. I didn't see what a snail weighs. This is stupid, man. I can see why people don't check their... Why people don't do weight checks.
Welcome, Corinne Joy 123.
Whoa. Hello, Corinne. Wow. Corinne Joy 123. Welcome. Thank you for the first time chat. Is this in honor of me saying that we should do a cooking collab? Is that the same, Corinne? I'm trying to do maths. Oh my goodness, it's not going to tell me how much a snare weighs, is it? Trap? A snare trap? A hunting trap? $25. Oh shit, that's heavy. So what were we up to? 2.5. Plus this is 25, so that's 27.5. Enjoy, yeah. Oh, well, thank you for coming to join me for some noob DM Dungeons and Dragons. So what is it? 27.5 plus 8. 35.5. 40.5. That doesn't weigh anything. Oh crap, it does weigh something. 41. 42. 47. Okay. His stuff is 47. And then what did it say about gold? £5 of weight carried is 1%. So that's 8%. Alright. For every point the character is injured, oh, it's another 1%. Okay, so he's on 8% plus injuries. Oh, shit. $53. 53%. 61%. He has a 61% chance of drowning. Wow. Where's my D100? And my D10. So if he has a 61% chance of drowning, that means he's got to roll 62 or higher. Wait, you guys do it. Someone write nude DM. Sorry, I missed chat. Wait, 61%. I'm going to write it down. Now, someone roll a D100. You have to write exclamation mark roll space. No, exclamation mark roll space lowercase d 100. And you've got to roll higher than 61. The first person to roll it is the roll we're taking. While I catch up on chat. So Corinne said, yes, it's the same Corinne. Hello, thank you for joining me. Chloe Shade says, good evening, good evening. Also, I can talk about that off stream. Good evening. Hello, Chloe Shades. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. I'm more awake today. I think Chloe Shades was one of the only people that saw me. Chloe Shades and Bumfluff there was no one else was here, right? It was just you two that was watching me die, falling asleep, trying to DM this room before. Green says, we support your streaming, Josh. Friends are coming soon. Where are the friends coming to? What does that mean? Now you're making my introverted self have palpitations. I'm going to have visitors? What am I going to do? I need water. We're talking about doing a cooking collab between me, Corinne, and 2 other friends. But that will be after the next cooking stream. So, I forgot to do that. So I will, after I finish this stream, before I start my next stream, I will start the next community goal. We have to raise 30,000 channel points to do the next cooking stream. And I don't think that I'm going to let people I don't think I'm going to wear a suit next time. But you can still spend your points to suggest a recipe. What is it under? Suggest a dish for the cooking live stream. So that is how many channel points? 750 channel points to suggest a dish. There was a couple of people trying to... Oops, I should go over here. There was a couple of people trying to suggest a dish in the Facebook comments. And I was like, you have to be at the live stream and spend your channel points to do that. Right, did anyone do it? Okay, I'm doing it then. Oh, no, wait. There was something about dexterity. If he's got dexterity. If the character has 15, if the character's dexterity is 15 or greater, you can reduce it by 5%. What's Rial's dexterity? Not 15. Oh, 16. Nice. So we minus that by 5%. So it's actually 56% chance of drowning. Roll D100. 80. Oh, he didn't drown. So Rial takes a step off this step into the... And the water under here is like 10 foot deep. So he goes bloop under the water. But he's able to swim himself back to the surface using his great athletics ability to keep himself above the water. And then he turns back to the other two party members and goes, be careful, it's deep here. So then we're going to go back to these two are going to try and jump the... While Rial makes a strength check, can someone do Rial a strength check? Then the other two, Care and Mira, they just... I think you can just jump, right? What is the rules for jumping? It was you can jump a certain distance. Depending on your... Oh, it's equal to... Long jump. When you cover a number of feet up to your strength score if you move at least 10 feet on foot immediately before the jump. When you make a standing long jump, you can leap only half that distance. So they can cover a number of feet up to their strength score. Strength score, not strength. Oh wait, how much can Care do? 13? Yeah, 13. So that's 5, 10, 13. Right, so that's fine. And then Rial strength check. No? Want me to do that too? You guys can roll. You just have to type exclamation mark roll. He got a 16, that's enough. So while those two are jumping across, Rial's at the door. He shoves the door open and gets through. Where does that lead us to? That leads us to room 12A. Oops. Hold on, I'm probably missing chat, aren't I? We're in... Yep, 12A. Oh, Chubby Kim, where are you? Cora Shades, wear your red Crocs. I'm not wearing my Crocs. You know that the wearing shoes inside gets you a lot of backlash in the community, you know. I'm not wearing shoes inside the house. Everyone knows those red Crocs are outside shoes because I wear them everywhere. Actually, no. I'll keep that to myself for now. It's just Aya12. Hi, Josh. Hi, it's just Aya. Hi, Aya. Can I call you Aya if it's just Aya? How are you going? Thank you very much for joining us. Bumfuff says don't wear shoes inside. I've got a couple of Crocs that I can wear inside, but my red Crocs are outside shoes. Unless I wash them. Can I wash them and then wear them inside? Alright, this passageway is slime covered and a stream of water trickles away from the door. Here. It's trickling this way. There is condensation on the walls, door, and ceiling, which drips on the party. Blip, blip, blip. The quiet sound of dripping and splashing echoes in the corridor. This door is tightly sealed and appears to be warped outward on the edges. The door hinges are mounted on this side. Oh, the door is difficult to open, resulting in... What did we roll? 16? Oh, it doesn't matter. He was fine to open it. What did I talk about? Difficulty? Oh, this is a difficulty calculator? No way. Oh, that's for encounters now. Didn't I have a document that told me difficulty? Yes, I did. What does difficult mean? Hard or medium? I don't think so. I reckon it's medium. I don't think it would be hard. Look, there, the old school is -1 to any and all attempts to open it. Oh, wow. Okay. No, that's not this door, though. That's this door. The one that I just read. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, this door. Okay, so this party has there's constant dripping. There's a water rivulet that's trickling down this way, and the party moves up here. So yep, there's no problem there. So now Rial, this is the difficult door. Now wait. One of the rules for being a game master is if you want the people to actually succeed, then you shouldn't do a roll. But this door is a difficult door to open according to the rules. So how do I reconcile those ideas while I fiddle around with doors? There we go. I'm changing all the doors because the original doors on the map are shit. It's just Aya says, Josh, can you do this live stream on Facebook too? You'll have more viewers there, lots of red Croxes. Yeah, but I don't get paid on Facebook, and I do get paid by Twitch. And I don't know how long away getting paid on Facebook is. But on Twitch, I am already getting paid. How much do I get paid? 3 cents I'm getting paid 3 cents to be here. Is it? I'll have to take a pay cut to go to Facebook. And I'm already not getting paid anything. You'll get there soon. So I'll put the highlights. I put highlights on Facebook every now and then. But the streaming is going to come when it's big enough to work. I can do a thing called restream, but I want to consolidate my audience. And so I got to consolidate my audience where I'm making the mega bucks of 8 cents per day. Anyway, that's my thoughts behind it. Are we going to try and open this door, guys? Let's do a poll. Or no, I don't want to do a poll. I want you guys to tell me what we should do with this door. So I can read it again. Rial puts his ear to the door and has a listen of what's on the other side of it. There is a little stream of water that's trickling back down the corridor from where they came. Oh, and there's water dripping off the door as well. Bloop, bloop, bloop. The door's hinges are mounted on this side. So Rial puts his ear against the door and he can hear a slight splashing and gurgling. Okay. Rial can hear a slight splashing and gurgling behind the door, and there's a constant bloop, 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 bloop happening in the corridor. Ah, hey, let's see if we can hear it here. Is this talking?
More talk.
Yeah, there's talking. No. So many ads. There's probably going to be ads during the video, isn't there? I can't loop this video on YouTube? Oh, boo. I want that sound for the whole stream. Oh, maybe because it's not on YouTube. I'm watching it in that thing that you get where it's still in the Google window. No, don't tell me the ad. My viewers get enough ads forced on them by Twitch already. Thank you very much, guys, for sitting through the ads. I feel like I'm off to the side of the camera. Sleep timer? Still can't loop playback. Is that a choice that some YouTubers get? To be able to loop the playback or not? Like maybe they chose. Tap settings, additional settings, loop video. Settings. No additional settings option. Okay, great. Hubris 3D, how are you going? I'm going good. I'm on a good day today. No? Come on. Do you guys not want to... Do you want me to just go? I'm just going to go. I'm just going to say Real forces the door open. Make a strength check. And he rolled a 4. He goes up to the door and... it's really stuck. Mira says, I'll help you, which means he can have advantage. And he rolled a 4 again. He's using all his strength. He's going red in the face. He's sweating. The veins on the neck are popping out. The door is budging. It's moving a little bit. So it's going to take him some time. The dripping gets harder and faster as he pulls. Bloop, 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 bloop. Maybe, and then as he pulls again, a little small gush of water comes out from underneath the door while he's pulling. Hubris 3D says, good to hear you're doing well. We just got back to Twitch. It has been a while. Oh, I've drawn you back to Twitch. Oh, Twitch is going to love this last couple of, 24 hours? Twitch is going to love this last 24 hours from me. Is he still going? Is Riel still going to roll for more door open? For more strength checks to open the door? Bloop, 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 bloop. The shushing of the water as he pulls on the door and it makes some water push through. I'm gonna do it. If no one else wants to do it, I'm gonna make him roll again to pull the door again. Oh, he rolls an 18. Oh, the door is still stuck, but it's almost come through. Now there's a lot of water gushing through every time he pulls it. The door is wiggling now in parts, and as it wiggles outward, a gush of water comes through the door. And the party the water is washing down over Rial's head, and the other two, Care and Mira, can see the trickle of water in the middle of the corridor is getting bigger and bigger. It's all covering the full floor of the hallway now. Roll again. Does anyone want to roll again? Do you want me to roll again? I'm gonna get it soon. Oh wait, no. That's an 18. And Rial's plus the strength. I didn't add the strength. Sorry for spinning the camera a bit. Plus 3. Nah, he opened it. 18 plus 3 is 21. The door opens. This room is full of water that just comes crashing through the doorway as Rial pushes it open. The door was meant to open the other way. Whoops. And a great clod of water. What is it? Oh, what happened to my spot? Opening the door releases a wave of water, washing down the passage. Oh, washing the party down the passage. So each party member now has to roll a... has to roll a d20 and see if they can catch the... see if they can catch the lip of the corner. So they're all going to get swept past this corner here. So first it's going to be Care. Let's see if he can grab it. Does a sea elf get any advantage on trying to grab the lip of water or being washed down a corridor by water? I would say not. What is sea elves? They have a swim speed. They have a swim speed of 30. But they don't get any in. They don't get any in. They don't get any advantage for things for saving throws to do with water. So, dex save from Care the Apprentice, please! Exclamation mark roll. Someone. Bearded Vulture says Sea Elf should get something surely. Okay, he can have advantage on the dex save. Because he's a sea elf and he's used to dealing with water. Bearded Vulture rolls an 8. Nope. Care the Apprentice is swept down to this corner now. Alright, someone else roll for Mira. She's going to get swept past this corner next. See if she can grab this corner. She does. Oh wait, no, sorry, Bearded Vulture, you get advantage. Roll again. I just said you got advantage and then I didn't give it to you. So you have to roll twice and take the better of the two. And we're going to say that this is a DC of 12? No, 15. The DC is 15. A whole so a whole room full of water comes gushing down the corridor, and they're trying to grab onto one little corner of the stone wall. It's definitely a medium difficulty, if not more. So it's a 15. Okay, Bearded Vulture rolls an 11, and it's a dex save. So let's add Care's dexterity saving throw. He's got to get a 15. That's real. Save. Dex save 6. So that's a total of 17. Woo! Well done, Bearded Vulture. Care is able to grab onto the corner here and stop himself from going down the hallway. Now we move on to Mira. Mira has to roll a dexterity saving throw, guys, and see if she is able to grab the corner. I'm just thinking, if Care is able to has grabbed this corner already, could Mira grab onto Care? And I would say that she could grab onto Care, but then Care's going to have to roll a strength check to see if he can, or an athletics check to see if he can maintain his grip on the corner of the wall while holding fucking heavy chainmail plated cleric. So if you want, you could say that Mira is going to try and grab Care instead of the wall, which means that Mira will get advantage on her dex save, but Care also has to make an athletics check to see if he can hold on. Oh, Bearded Vulture's going to go again with an 11. I'm assuming that you're just trying to grab the edge of the edge of the wall and not grabbing onto Care, which means it's just a single roll, not advantage. And Mira is going to do a dex save. I said dex save, 11 plus dexterity saving throw, which is 0. And that's not enough. So Mira does not get hold of the corner. So she's going to get another chance to grab this edge here while we go to Rial.
Cha-ching.
Wow, thank you so much, Hubris 3D. I appreciate it. Is it Hubris 3D or Hubrised? Hubrist. Thank you for the subscription. That is very generous of you. I appreciate it. And I am off center to the camera. Is that annoying anyone or just everyone or just me? Move my seat over. It's Hubris 3D. Okay, got it. Hubris. That's not hubris. You have 3D hubris. Enjoying the game so far? Oh, I'm glad. Lucky you weren't here last week. I had a terrible session of this last week. I was really sleepy because I just worked. Was it? No, I didn't.
Hey, Fred.
Yeah, I did.
Our name be Sulik. What you been eating?
I worked on Saturday last week, so I came home from work and I was like, I'm gonna try. I had been really bad with my streaming all last week, so I was like, I'm gonna try to stream tonight. No, it was a bad idea. I should have just gone to bed. And I did go to bed when I was like, okay, my brain's not working. Good night. Does anyone else want to roll for Rial? He's about to get swept down the corridor by the heavy water flow. He's got to make a dex saving throw to try and catch the lip of the corner before he gets swept away. Exclamation mark roll. And then that's how you get a D20 roll. It's just roll. Hubris 3D says, that's all good. It's the effort that counts. All right, Hubris 3D has made a roll for Rial, and it was a 3. A dex save throw for Rial. I think he's a strength-based fighter. He's this one. Oh, it's 3 plus 3. He's got a 6. That's not enough. So... Okay, both of these two. I think Care is safe, right? He shouldn't have to do it again. He's got the edge. No, okay, so it looks like he's safe. It looks like he's safe to just hold on there. So Care is saved for the remainder of the water that comes gushing out. So it's just Rial and Mira that need to figure out if they can catch this next lip. Roll. Hubris 3D, can you roll again for Rial? To see if he is able to catch the edge. And then if anyone else wants to take a roll for Mira. Hubris 3D gets a 12. A plus 3, isn't it? That's enough, isn't it? Yeah. Hubris 3D. With the 15, Rial gets swept down around the first corner and tries to grab onto it, but it slips off, tumbling down the corridor and sees the next edge coming up. And since it's a door jam, it's a bit easier to grab hold of. So he grabs a hold of it. I don't know how to lay them down. I wish I could lay this on its side. so that I know that she's still fallen and these two are up. But anyway, someone roll Mira's dexterity save to see if, whoopsie, to see if she can not get swept out into here. Because if she gets swept out into here, she's going to be fudge-knuckled. Anyone? Roll the grab for Mira before she gets swept out into the, what was that room called? Court of Semanawak. Yes, it was the Court of Semanawak, which is still what the stream title is called. The stream title should have changed to the Tomb of... Oh no, because we weren't there yet. We were just in the corridor passageway. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing the roll for Mira. You guys asked for it. Asked for my low roll. Oh, nice. I got an 8. Plus Mira's dex save. Mira's dex save is 0. Oh shit! Mira gets swept out into the moat. So we've discovered that in this section here, there's a 10-foot deep bit of water, and now we have to figure out what Mira's weight is. Bearded Vulture says she's doomed. She's wearing chainmail. Oh, she's wearing a chain shirt. Back to the drowning rules. She is a cleric going into 10-foot deep water. So the base chance for drowning is 5%. Then the armor worn by the character may also increase the character's chance of drowning. Ring, splint, or chain is 10%. So she's 15%, plus 1% for every 5 pounds. And for every point that she is injured. So she's on 15 plus 10, 16. So that's 31 plus her weight. 1 point for every 5. Can you not type? I want to move. 4. Sorry, I forgot. 15. Be right back getting food. Okay, enjoy your food. 4 pounds, 8 pounds, 20 pounds, 28. Oh, she's super fucked. What did I say? 28, 29. That's a spell. Spell. Let's just say that's not negligible. 30. No wait. 35. 36. 41. 42. She's got 42. That's 8% added to 15%. 23%. Wait, that can't be right. Was there... Oh, because her health is better. It was... Rial had such a bad time because he had so much health lost. Beard of Ulster says, can she swim? Yes, adventurers can all swim. But she's wearing chainmail. Can she cast a spell backwards and propel herself out of the cavity? Only if she has a spell. Where's her spells? Do you want to... so the other problem with her is... Oh, she's still got one level 2 spell slot. So she can use any of her first and second level spell... cantrips and first level spells. And a second level spell. But she can't use any of the third level spells. So we got Silence, Hold Person, Augury, Aid. No. Cure Wounds, Bless, Create or Destroy Water. Uh, 10 gallons of water. That's not going to be enough. A 10 by 10 foot room is 62 gallons. That says 1 inch of standing water. Does that mean that 10 by 10 feet with 1 inch is 60 gallons? So a whole room would be fucking massive. 150 gallons. Let's say you have a room that is 12 feet long, 10 feet wide, and has 2 inches of standing water. So that's like 100. That's yeah. So 10 gallons of water. The spell is not able to get rid of enough water because they're saying that how many inches? I'm Australian anyway, so I'm not very good with inches anyway. But I'm guessing that 1 inch of standing water is saying that this much water on the floor. If you had a 10 by 10 foot room and you had this much water across the floor, then you would have 63 gallons of water in total on the floor of the room. So an entire room would hold like shit tons. And the spell for Destroy Water, oh, that's here, so you guys can see it. Where is it? The spell for Destroy Water only gets rid of 10 gallons of water. So it's not able to get rid of all the water flowing down the hall. Josh, can you sing during the advertisements? Can you sing during the advertisements? I don't get it. Parting gift to dispel the water in a corridor, then it's a party of 2. Well, she's not going to die. She just has a... Oh, shit. Did I delete it? Can anyone remember? I think it was 63%. No. What was the percentage chance? I should have pressed enter and sent the message. Or written it down on a piece of paper. It was 10, 16, plus like 4, 20, plus like 5 or 6 here. Yeah, like 26% chance. She has a 26% chance of drowning. Roll a D100 for Real, please. And if you get higher than 26, then she's okay. It's okay. 26% chance. You should be able to roll higher than 26. I mean, it's always possible not to. But you have more chance of getting over 26 than under 26. Maybe her best choice is to lose her arm. No, because if you can't get over 26, then we're going to find out what happens when you drown. You're not dead yet. Bearded Vulture says me roll. I'm happy for anyone to roll. Once we get going with a good... When I'm more regular with GMing, and when we get a good bunch of regular people playing, then we can take over each character. But so far that we haven't, neither side of the fence has been consistent enough with the streaming. Oh, no way. No. Bearded Vulture. You have to do ! roll, space, lowercase d, and then 100. Because it's a 100. Unless we just multiply that by 5. Which means it's 75. Which is enough. You have to type in ! lowercase roll, space, lowercase d, and then 100. D100. So it tells the bot to roll a D100. It tells Nightbot to roll a D100. And you got 47. So she does not drown. You only had to beat 26, so that's okay. Oh, wow. Lucky you didn't drown. Lucky you didn't, get drowning, because otherwise you would have had to do some really shady stuff to get out of the water. So Rial is, or really bad, outcome. It would have been a much worse outcome. So Rial splashed into this water and was about to drown, but she was able to grab the edge and pull herself out of the water before she drowned. Meanwhile, Care and Rial brush themselves off from getting absolutely, what do you call it when you're soaked? What's a stronger word for being soaked? So then the party reorganizes themselves and comes back up the corridor, and looking into this room, which is room number... Nope, not that. Room number 12. We are now in the... Oops. The Tomb of Huracan. Yep. Just let me update the stream title. And then move to the next page on my phone. The hall is strewn with mud and flotsam. Water gathers in the center of the corridor. Here, let me delete this so that you can see. We're looking into this room now. Water gathers in the center of the corridor and flows west to a closed door, which is now open. West is... like this way. It's flowing that way. The passage ends in a set of double doors on the east. The doors are heavy bronze-bound wood, each with a handle and a keyhole. In the shadow at the western end is a stone block that has shifted out of place. Now that's this room. Never mind. So this room is the nothing room. This room was just a room full of water. So this room, where they're describing this one. Right, so the party just came down here. Down this corridor. So this is the room full of flotsam. We were here last, like a long time ago. Because I have, as I said before, I haven't been very consistent with my GMing. My apologies. Oi, highlight the door. Sorry, I'm just doing a bit of map fixing because the base doors for this map are not very good. Alright, so we're in this corridor. There's lots of Flotsam, and we've been here before. And up in this room is called the Child of Zotzilaha. Oh, too late though, but that would have been a good idea. Close the door behind us so we don't get thrown back in that waterhole. There you go. I did it. Or are you closing this door? That would have been a really smart idea to close this door before opening that door. I wonder if anyone has come up with that before they actually trigger the trap. Alright, guys. So, sing, Josh. Why? What am I singing? I don't understand. I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts, diddly dee dee. There they are, ascending in a row. A big one, small one, some as big as your head. Give 'em a twist, a flick of the wrist. That's what the showman said. That's what I always sing when I've got a friend who tells me to sing him a song. And then that friend says, "Oh, I'm not one of your kids." Hey, who ordered the bard? Aya. Aya ordered the bard. We don't even have a bard in this party, Aya. Aya? Alright, so since when we did this before, it was a totally different crowd of people apart from Bumfluff that was watching. We're in the room called the Child of Zotzilaha. Do you always...
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching! Thank you very much, Corinne. You didn't have to do that. That is very generous of you. Are you trying to avoid getting some ads? If you subscribe, you get to get rid of the ads. I know that's why a lot of people do it. The tomb of Huracan was a bit uneventful except for being drowned. Nearly drowned. It wasn't uneventful for Mira, I guess. Now we're in the Child of Zotzilaha. Sorry, I'm just updating the stream title so everyone knows where we are when they jump in. Hubris 3D says, do you always stream on Saturdays? So I'm meant to stream from 9:30. Is it 9 o'clock or 9:30? 9 p.m? No, it must be 9:30. I've got my alarm set to 9 p.m. No sound. Don't give me sound. I don't want to hear anything. I just want to see my schedule. Let's just go here. 9 p.m. according to my schedule. So I'm meant to stream at 9 p.m. on Saturdays, but I'm not very good at consistency on that. I've been a bit better for the last month. I think I've been pretty consistent with my every Saturday streaming Dungeons and Dragons. So I think next Saturday I will still be good. No, next Saturday I'll be working. I'll be working till 10 p.m. So next Saturday the stream's going to start a bit late. It'll probably start at 11. And I might be sleepy. Alright, so I'll just read. The Child of Zotzilaha. Approaching this room, a faint melodious voice can be heard singing. The voice seems female and sweet, but it is difficult to tell whether it is someone singing or the echoing of dripping water in a great cavern. The room is lit by a strange soft light which illumines a section of the sandy beach. Beyond the beach is a pool of water framed by a crystal cavern. The light seems to flow from everywhere, the pool and the walls glistening with a soft moonlight. But the most arresting thing in the room is the singer, sitting on the beach, in which she's no longer on the beach because we already scared her into the water last time. Well, she might be back out now. Sitting on the beach in front of the crystalline pool is a beautiful nude woman. She is young and slim, with long golden hair and pale white skin. Her flesh seems to radiate a soft silvery light, and her hair is a golden aureola, which we found out was not a nipple. It's where the...
Cha-ching.
Thank you. It's just Aya. How are you gonna know? How are you gonna know if there's an ad now to make me sing? Because now you've subscribed. But that's very nice of you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the subscription. The support is amazing. Where did I get up to? Aureola. She's singing a strange melody in an unrecognizable language. On the shore by her side is a shawl, white as the froth of waves, apparently cast aside in Langor. After finishing her song, she slips into the water in a long arching dive. Whee! There's so much reading here. Run away, evil voices, the bearded vulture. And then bearded vultures, wait, never mind, run towards the woman. Okay. Who? Who is that? Care? I think your original role was for Care. Care, run towards the woman. Hang on, let me pull up a character sheet here for her. You have to make it so both Care and Rial have to make a save. On looking at the Nereid, both Care and Rial have to make a save. What sort of save was it? The mental save. Maybe a wisdom save. So someone roll a wisdom save for Care. The first roll is Care and the second roll is Riel. Hey, don't turn off, phone. I'm just trying to see how, because this is not actually in the rules for the character, but it does say that here. Men are particularly vulnerable to this creature, for her naked form is poison to all men, and those who are looking at her will find themselves incapable of causing her harm. Oh, that's right, it was a charm. Her actions will appear as merely flirtatious. Men could sit and watch her antics all day. Care and oh, well, no, we'll save that for when we do the save. But here's what I'm trying to get to. This, however, can meet with disastrous. Males have been known to attempt to pursue the Nereid and seek her embrace. This, however, can meet with disastrous results, for though her kiss brings sweet bliss, it may also bring a watery doom. Each time a kiss is forced from the Nereid, the character must save versus breath weapons. Or drown instantly. If he saves, he'll experience ultimate pleasure, but if he fails, then his lungs will take fire. His throat will seize up, and a greyness will overtake his senses, and the end comes. Shit. I probably shouldn't have read that. That's spoilers. Oh, no way. Bearded Vulture rolled a 5. Bearded Vulture wants to kiss the wants to kiss the beautiful woman in the water. Did someone else roll? No? Okay, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll for real. Oh, it was and a 7. Holy shit, they're both out. They're both charmed. It's a wisdom saving throw, right? So +1 for care. And -1 for real. Yep, no, they both fail. I don't know if I have the Nereid here, do I? Maybe I do. Yep. Males who look at her need to make a wisdom save DC 12 or become charmed. There you go. I did fix it up. Or I got this from somewhere. I think I typed this myself. Drowning kiss. So now the... I'm going to bring this up here so I can see it. So now the two characters need to chase her. So now that they are both enthralled by her, not Mira, now that they are both enthralled by her, they can only chase her to try to get a kiss. So 5. Oh, wait, we've got to roll for initiative first, guys. I'm going to roll for initiative for... Oh, elf, though. Can he be charmed? Good point. You have advantage on saving throws against being charmed. So you can roll again. Thank you. Man, you know your character better than I do, and you've only been here for 54 minutes. Oh, it's the same. Ouch. Okay, so care, and now we just need to roll for initiative. So that was the initial charming of the two male characters. This is very 1980s, by the way. Way before woke culture, where males are most affected by the women. Okay, Bearded Vulture got a 17 on Care the Apprentice. Where's my little note for... No, we make a new note. Is this it? This is it. Here's my little note for the initiative. So Care got a 17 plus Dex. That's not Care. This is Care. Can someone else... 20! Care is a 20. Can someone else roll a d20 to see what the... Oopsie. Oh, we can delete that anyway. To see what everyone else's initiative is. Oh, yeah, shit. Real doesn't have any more superiority dice left. Is second win once per long rest? If so, then they have also not. Oh, this could end bad because we're not fresh. I forgot to remind you guys that we're not fresh. We've already been in a battle with this giant hermit crab here that nearly killed us. Wah, wah, wah. But then again, do you want to sleep in a dungeon? Oh, you really can't sleep in the dungeon because there's poison. Let's say that since you were unaware... So the problem is, with this dungeon, there is this one. Con save versus 1d6 damage per turn from poisonous gas. So every... How long is a turn? I've just been doing it every now and then. It's like 1 minute, isn't it? 6 seconds. Haha, never mind. So every 6 seconds you're meant to do a con save versus 1d6 damage from poisonous gas, which we're almost out of. But at the moment, we are still in the poisonous gases. But I haven't really been doing that. I think that's fucking overkill. So I've just been doing it every now and then. Which we haven't done it. Yet. So we'll probably do it after this combat, the poison. Doesn't the other character have silence? Mirror? So Care has Mage Hand, Mind Sliver, Charm Person, Disguise Self, Detect Magic, Magic Missile. And let's say that everyone had a short rest. And do you want to use up all of your hit dice to short rest? Oh yes, there is a silence here. But it is 2nd level. Oh, and we've still got 1 2nd level spell slot left. We have become acclimatized to the poison gas? Yeah. So this is taken from a Adventurers League set of rules from the 1980s. And those rules are really mean. So I don't think that I want to do the poison gas. We'd be dead already. If you did that poison gas every 6 seconds, 1d6 damage every... con save or 1d6 damage every 6 seconds, you'd be dead. There's no way you could do this dungeon that fast. Admittedly, we did take a lot of detours. So we took a detour here and then couldn't get in this room. And then we went around here, didn't want to fight the Nereid, and then came, because this was all covered up before, so we couldn't see. Came back to here. Then we went up here, fell asleep here, got out. Care got us out because he's an elf and can't fall asleep. And then we went back down here. So we came through this secret passage before. This time we went up through here. So, I mean, if you don't know the map, then you wouldn't know that progression must happen through this room. So once you get to this room, there's just 3 different ways to get to this room, but this is where you have to go in order to progress on. And I think soon after this room, the poison gas stops. How does water affect the poison gas to neutralize it? Yeah, if you're swimming in the water, if you're not breathing the air. Anyway, so let's do... You want to do a short rest before that battle? Since you were unaware that we lost super amounts of health, I'll just say we did a short rest. Did I use any of this guy's hit dice? Nope, 0. So you can use 6d10. Maybe 5d10. So Rial the Wanderer, roll 5d10. 36 health for Rial the Wanderer. 53 health back. And that, whoops. And that means that he's got one. Oh, I've locked it. How do I unlock? That means he's got one hit dice left. Care. 6d8. He's on 14. So he should do 4d8. You want to roll 4d8, bearded vulture? So exclamation mark roll space 4d8. Unless you want to use 5 or 6. But I think 5 or 6 is going to waste if you were to get the max roll. 5 or 6 would waste a bit. Okay, got 25 health back. 39. And then I think Mira has been keeping herself pretty topped up with her spells. Which is why she's so low. She's also been healing other people. But is there like an arcane recovery for clerics? Or is that only warlocks? No, clerics don't get arcane recovery. Oh, it's only wizards. How come I'm watching how come I'm watching some people play on YouTube and they've got a warlock who gets arcane recovery? Oh no, it might have been a wizard that had arcane recovery, never mind. Alright, so we got some health back. The Nereid has charmed both our party members. Let's go. So the Nereid is 90% invisible in the water. When in the water, she becomes translucent and is really difficult to spot. How does that work? I guess it would be... Oh, or a Sawlock. Okay, makes sense. Destroy water, would that negate her abilities? Not all of the ability. It's only... You can't destroy the water. The water you can only get rid of... How much? Let's just... I'm from Australia, so I'm just gonna turn the water, destroy water into maths that I can understand. Where is it? Wait, oh yeah, here. 10 gallons. Convert 10 gallons to litres. That's 37 litres of water. That's not a lot. Which is 30 cubic meters, right? In cubic meters. So in a 1 by 1 meter cube, 1 by 1 by 1 meter cube, it's only 3% of that cube. Ah, there you go. You're in Melbourne. Good. Well, we've converted it from the silly gallons into litres. and 37 liters only takes up is less than a 1 by 1 by 1 meter cube. This is a, what does it say? I better read it instead of making it up because I might be remembering it wrong. It's a pool of water, so it's definitely more than 37 liters. So from a destroy water point of view, no. You can only get rid of... Hang on. How much was it? Oh. Okay, I'm just going to put it up on a thing. 10 gallons. And this is 2.5. 5 feet is 2.5 meters, right? Or 1.5 meters. So one of these squares is 1.5 meters by 1.5 meters. So you could only destroy at best 1 square, but not even that with the spell. This pool of water is deep enough for her to be able to swim in. And if we look at her spells, it's also deep enough to heaving water. The water moves in great waves, halving the moving speed and crushing you against the wall. So it's at least 2 meters deep. Like it's at least, well, she can dive under the water, so it's at least 2 or 3 meters deep. Hubris 3D says it's 0.0006 of a standard Olympic swimming pool. Okay, so the create water spell is universally useless. Any of the characters have lightning spells? I think the create water is a low level spell. It's only a first level spell. There's probably spells later that you can get that are big that will do it better. You probably create or destroy water for a different purpose. It's probably an RP purpose more than a combat purpose. Any characters have lightning spells? No, here. We've been through this a bit. There's a guiding bolt. Sacred flame. But then we've also got Care, who's a arcane trickster. So he's got Mind Sliver, a disorienting spike of psychic energy. Charm, detect magic, disguise self, magic missile. Nope. So magic missile is force. Is a dart of force damage, which is not electricity. Bragg says create water is useful if you're in the desert. Yeah, if you need to have a drink. How are you going to catch that much water, though? What is it? 37 liters of water in the desert. Wait, did I write down the... Oh, shit balls. I forgot to write down the... What did you get on a initiative? Healing bit was a 17. Care got a 7, got 20. I did fix that up. Did I do mirrors? I don't think so. So mirror, you got a 6. Awesome. Nice. I love my initiative rolls. Although They do, a lot of streamers do complain about their initiative. Oh man, I always roll so bad on initiative. But dude, initiative is like, who cares? It just tells you which order you're going in, that's all. It's not really that important. It's a bit important, but not that important. Dexterity of 0? Cool. Mira got 6. Does anyone else want to roll an initiative for Real? And superiority dice and second wind only come back after a long rest, right? Holy shit, you get your superiority dice after a short rest. Real's got his superiority dice back. What about second wind? Are you guys answering the question for me? Hubris 3D got a 6. Alright. Bragg says, I've had a character killed by poor initiative. Oh, there you go. So you got a 6 plus dexterity of 3 is 9. Let's see. And second wind. Hang on, let me check. I have to check how many superiority dice he has now. I don't think I wrote that down anyway. Second wind. Short rest. Oh, okay. Yeah, lucky you're here. Oh, and then I've got to roll a dice for the Nereid. Thank you very much. Lucky you're here, Bearded Vulture, to tell us to go for a short rest. 16. Who am I doing? What am I doing? The Nereid. That's over here. Sorry, I know it's really shit to watch me move the camera around, but I don't know how else I could do it. So it's 17. 17 for the Nereid. That's not how you spell Nereid. Nope, that's not it either. Nope, that's not it either. Alright. Care's up first. It feels like Bearded Vulture is taking control of Care. So I gotta find out how many superiority dice do I get? When you choose this at 3rd level, you learn maneuvers that are fueled by superiority dice. You can use 1 maneuver per attack. You can learn 2 additional maneuvers a tier. You have 4 d8s. Wait, who the fuck is... Oh, it's Real. Okay. So I'm going to make another one of these. How come I didn't do this before? I think I just had the d8s. But I'm going to get a counter. Nope, wrong thing. This one. This one. This one. Just one, please. superiority dice. Oh yeah. Alright, so I'm waiting for Care the apprentice to make an action. Oh, that's right. Shit, the charm. And can charm? You should have a chance to resist charm at the start of your turn or something, right? Must make a saving move. If it fails, the saving throw. Oh, schnitzel. That can't be right. And does so with advantage. If it fails the saving throw, it is charmed by you until the spell ends, or until your companions do anything harmful to it. So anytime she tries to attack either one of you, then the spell ends. Otherwise... And let's just check that this says the same thing. Intoxicating visage, yeah, become charmed. So you've got to. She either has to attack you, or your charm ends in 1 hour. Yeah, fucking hell. This enemy's hard. Thank you very much for the golf clap. Thank you. It's just Aya for the victory. Let's go. So you just have to spend your turn moving towards the creature. 5. So now you're in... Holy shit, this terrain is not even. Now you're in range. Now make a grapple. So now... Oh, do you have to grapple though? Yeah, because she would try to get away from you or kiss because they hate giving a kiss. Hey. Water is difficult terrain? Yeah. No, not for Care. Care has a swim speed of 30. Nice. Bearded Vulture was unable to grapple her. Which is good because you don't want it. Well, you could get the kiss. And it says that you get ultimate pleasure, granting inspiration, if you make the save. Otherwise, you're dead. But you were not able to... You were not able to grab her. She's too slippery and for your grip to be able to get a good hold on her. So she's able to avoid giving you a kiss because they hate giving the kisses. So that is Care's turn. Now it's the Nereid's turn. The Nereid is going to do... She's going to try and spit at Care. So she doesn't have a melee. She only has the drowning kiss, which is that she doesn't want to do. She has the intoxicating visage, which is just when they look. And then... Oh. Oh, that's gonna... I already said it though, right? If I already said it, then that means it happened. She's gonna do a blinding spittle at Care. So she's so infuriated by Care's attempt to kiss her that she's gonna try and blinding spittle him. She doesn't think, like I just didn't think, that she doesn't think about what that's gonna mean. It's gonna dispel the spell on Care. I will take the hit. If she misses, does it still dispel the effect? She rolls a 3. Holy shit. My rolls... I'm such a good person to play D&D against because my rolls are terrible. 3 plus 4. It's not enough. She missed. It needs to do damage? No way. You attempt to charm fails the saving throw. Your charms. The charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance.
Why don't you drop down and give me 20, you big piece of trash?
Or until your companions do anything harmful to it. So she has to actually harm... She has to do something harmful. So that means it has to cause damage, right? If she misses, that's not harmful. I think so. Gloria Shades, drop down and give me 20. Oh, we're in the middle of... Damn it, we're in the middle of combat. Oh, and it's time to end the stream. Don't worry, guys. I'm not ending the stream yet. Can we slap him out of it? It's got to be... It's got to be the person that charmed. Does it? You probably can. Hang on. Before I do this 20 sit-ups redeem. It says the spell ends if you or your companions do anything harmful to it. So I guess anyone could do something harmful to Care and Rial, and then that'll break the spell. Beard of Vultures, I don't know, pretty psychologically harmful not to accept the struggle. Not to accept the struggle, kiss. No, because it says you perceive anything that she does as flirtatious. Like seeing the other, like if she's attacking your friends, they just think, you just feel like it's just mild flirtation. Does it say it on the card? No. Oh, there. Those looking at her will find themselves incapable of causing her harm. Her actions will appear to men as casual flirtations. Can't read the card, it's fuzzy. Yeah, sorry, I can't do anything about it. It's really difficult to... I could make it bigger. Here you go, hang on, maybe I can... How's that? While you play there, I'm going to do my sit-ups redeem. I'm going to put my dog outside first because he's really annoying. Yeah, you go out there for a minute. And it's a little bit warm in here for sit-ups, so I'm going to take my jacket off. If anyone didn't know, there's a redeem on the channel for sit-ups. If you spend the channel points, you can make me do sit-ups, push-ups, or I think we were doing squats because I tried to do dips the other day and I was failed. Thank you, Coric Shades, for keeping me healthy. I'm not in the shop then. Let's not get the triple redeem. There's the crutch shot. No Colby today. I put him outside before I started it. Because he's annoying. He tries to climb on me. Do some burpees too. I was thinking someone's going to ask me to do burpees, but I was like, nah. Burpees are just star jumps and push-ups. So one person can redeem the push-ups and one person can redeem the star jumps, and it'll be 2 separate exercises. Good effort, just don't fart. Sorry, sorry, Aya. It's gonna happen. It's good for my digestive system. Gets it all moving. Now I've got to let my dog in before he barks. Come on. Come on. Nope, he's not interested. Alright, let's do a couple of 1 or 2 rounds of combat. And then that'll be it for today. So that was Kare's turn. And then that was the Nereid's turn. So she tried to do blinding spittle and missed. Did do it at disadvantage. Doesn't matter, she missed anyway. And then she's got a 40-foot movement. What's her spittle? Has a 20-foot range. 10, 15, 20. She's going to go here to get away from this guy. Alright, so that's her turn. Oh, but Care is not able to do an attack of opportunity because he's charmed. Okay, so that is Nereid's turn. Now it's Mira's turn. Is anyone helming Mira? I only one Chlorry Shades, yep. I was like, I only did one. I only got one queued, right? No one else did it. Not even a grapple of opportunity? Yeah. Isn't a grapple an action though? Can you do grapple as a bonus action as a level 6 or level 5 arcane trickster rogue? Or is grapple an attack of opportunity? Grappling as an attack of opportunity would make movement pointless and turn tactile. Oh. Essentially interrupt. To use an old MTG term, having your movement reduced to 0 while you're in the process of trying to move can mess up your whole turn. That's probably why it's gated behind Sentinel for PCs. So, nope. Allowing grapple and shoves as attack of opportunity will have a disproportionately negative effect on PCs. They'll get stopped in their tracks more often, and your enemies who only have a lifespan of 3 to 5 rounds won't care if they get grappled. Your players, though, expect some exasperation and a lot of, God damn it, I should have just disengaged. This is stupid. Nope, sorry. Grapple is not an attack of opportunity. Because if the players can do it, then the monsters can do it back to you, and apparently that would really mess you up as a player. Alright, so that was Nereid. Now it is Mira. Mira has 1 level 2 spell slot, and she has... Oh shit. Dispel Magic is level 3. She can't do that. I was gonna say she could Dispel Magic on someone. She could hold person. She could destroy water. I want to do a... Intelligence. Not investigation. Nature? Sorry, I'm not telling you what I'm doing. I just want to do a roll for Mira. A nature roll to see if she can determine something about the monster. Which is a like... So no, she couldn't determine. Bumfluff says, are you asking for more? I'm definitely not asking for more. I don't want any more of those. And you probably couldn't handle it because the next thing's going to be push-ups and you're going to be like, stop harbor bridging. I don't know. Is this character that can silence the lizard lady? Is this the character that can silence? Yeah, she's got silence. But it's not... So what are you trying to silence, though? Because the Nereid... So the intoxicating visage is just by looking at her. Males who look at her. There's a lair action. So she's like part water elemental. Do the water elementals have to have a verbal component to cast water movement abilities? I don't think so. I think it's just innate. Although we would have to go off water, control water. Control water, not create water. And control water is a verbal spell. So I guess, yeah, you could silence her from doing that. If you put the silence bubble over the water, it will force her out. No, you have to silence a target. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm a noob DM. It was here. Silence. Hey, if it says ritual, it takes 10 minutes. Does that mean you can't not cast it as a ritual? Oh yeah, it's a 20-foot radius sphere, you're right. No, you're right. Bearded Vulture. It is AoE. It makes a 20-foot radius sphere. BG3 did not lie to you. Isn't BG3 meant to be really spot on with their rules? But I think she can only cast it as a ritual. No, this says casting time 1 action. Oh, ritual means that it can be cast as a ritual. See, I haven't played Baldur's Gate 3, by the way, so I have no idea. Crap, where is the... There. It's not. The rule is there. The rule says... Crap, I keep losing it. But the other... Oh, no, it's second level. So we've got 1 second level spell slot. So you could make a silence... 20-foot radius silence sphere if you want. 20-foot radius? That's fucking huge. Where is my... So if you were to make a 20-foot radius... 10, that's twice as big as this. Yeah, thank you. Holy cow, that's like the entire room. But you were saying it would force her out of the water. No. It wouldn't force her out of the water. It would just stop her from using any spells that had a verbal component. So... so that would basically only stop her from doing Intoxicated Visage. No, because that's just looking at her. This is not a spell. It wouldn't do anything anyway. She doesn't have anything that is a verbal spell. Gloria Shade says, bedtime for me. Enjoy the rest of your stream. I'll see you later. Thank you very much for coming, Gloria Shades. Always a pleasure to have you along for the ride. I'm glad that today's stream, today's D&D was better than last week's. Bearded Vulture said, you should play and stream BG3. Lots of fun. What kind of spells does the water monkey use? Did I put a picture of it there? Yeah, this is what it looks like. No spells. It looks like it's all abilities for her. And I don't think there's a verbal component to... So spittle's not a verbal component. That's just spit. Intoxicating Visage is just when males look at her. And Drowning Kiss is just an effect that happens when someone tries to kiss her. Sorry. Sorry, silence won't work on her. So I think that Mira just needs to do a spell attack. And she's only got 1 second level spell slot. So she could do Guiding Bolt. Sanctuary. Or you could do Command. But that only lasts for 1 round. Create or destroy. You could do Bless and give 3 creatures an extra D4 to their attack roll or saving throw. Cure wounds. Oh, there's no cantrip cure wounds. Yikes, run away. Sacred Flame. Or Toll the Dead. The target must take 1d8 necrotic damage. If the target is missing any of its hit points, it instead takes 1d12 necrotic damage. Command could get it to come out of the water. You can do that if you want to. That's the spell slot gone. Sacred Flame is 1d8. Toll the Dead is 1d8 at the moment. 60 feet. 60 feet. So she can run in there and use her weapon on it, or she can do 1d8 range damage, or she can do silence or command. Command will stop after you do an attack though, right? It's going to be the same as... Oh, now he's barking to come inside. You speak one word command to the creature. The target must succeed on wisdom saving and follow the command on its next turn. The spell has no effect if it's undead. If it doesn't understand your language, or if you command it directly to harmful to it. Some typical commands. So you could tell it to come out of the water, but that's only going to work for one round. Chubby Kim, hello. Thanks for joining us. Clara Shades already went to bed. I've got to go bring Colby in. He's barking. Come on. Come on. Everyone's asleep, you numbnuts. Oh, good. Now we've got Woofy in here. Come on. Sacred Flame. Stop it. (1d8) damage. Or you want to try a command. Do you want to attack or try a command? The command is only going to work for this round. So she'll come out of the water on her next turn, and then on her turn after that, she can go back to whatever she wants. Yeah. If it succeeds, will she be out of the water for Riel's turn? Yes. She'll be out of the water. No, hang on. She'll be out of the water for Riel's next turn. So this turn, she'll stay where she is. You're going to command her to come out of the water. So then on her next turn, if it succeeds, she'll move to where you are. But then Mira will command it to come out. Then Riel will not be near it because it's not going to move. Then it'll be Kair's turn. Then the Nereid will come out of the water. Then it'll be Mira and Riel's turn again. I'll pass on this decision. Traintastic. Hello, thank you for joining us. Quick, give us some advice. We need to decide. We're up to Mira's turn. That we're in a battle with a water creature called a Nereid. Here's what it looks like if you wanted to know. And we have to decide, does Mira want to do an attack spell to do some damage? Or does Mira want to use her only spell slot left to do command to get it to come out of the water? Or silence? No, we decided that silence is not going to work. We decided that silence won't work because she doesn't have any spells to cast using a verbal component. So we can either command her to come out of the water or save the spell slot for a heal spell. Traintastic, I don't know. What the hell is this game? So the actual program that I'm using is called Tabletop Simulator, but we're playing Dungeons & Dragons 5e. We're playing a module from the 80s, which I think is... 2nd edition, but I've converted it to 5e. There is a 5e version already available, but I didn't buy it. It's in the Tales from the Yawning Portal book. Yeah, I don't have any advice. Should we try the command? I'll just try command. We can just try command. So, Mira is going to do... It's probably the most interesting. It's more interesting to try and do command than it would be to just try and do an attack. They must succeed on a wisdom save against... Mira's spell DC, which is... There's no... Isn't there a spot for spell DC? Far out. I'm sure there should be one. Am I just blind? Not on that page. Not on that page. I think I'm missing a page. Anyway, spell DC is not too hard to work out. It's like 2 plus wisdom plus... It is 8 plus spellcasting plus proficiency. Where can I write this? Spell DC 8 plus wisdom, which is 3, 11 plus proficiency, which is also 3, 14. Alright, so the Nereid has to roll a 14, and that is plus 1. Natural 1. Thank goodness I'm consistent. I was like, I'm going to get a really high roll now that I've been rolling low for all the party. It worked. So that was Mira's last spell slot. Don't forget to mark that off. And the Nereid has now been commanded to move here. Which square would you like it to be? In front of Mira? In front of Rial? Or anywhere else you like? Meanwhile, that was Mira's turn, so now it's Rial's turn. What do you want Rial to do? Because you were saying you want Rial to fight it out of the water. So that means Rial will need to try and do a ranged attack. Oh, he's got a bow. Okay. Roll for an attack on. Okay, you've told Mira has told the Nereid to move in front of her. So roll an attack on with Rial the Wanderer, please. Someone type in Traintastic. You can type in. Oh shit! You just rolled a nat 1 as well. Uh-oh. So far in all of my games, we have been doing a nat 1. Critical miss table. Can you please type what is that? Chlorish? No, hubris. Hubris 3D. Can you please type exclamation mark roll D100? And we'll see what happens with the critical failure. No, that's a critical hit. I don't want critical hits. How do I get something that looks better than what you've posted here, buddy? It's real blurry. What'd you roll? Hubris rolled an 85. Alright, let's see what you got. Sorry, Chubby Kim, it was Hubris's nat 1, so Hubris gets the pleasure of... Your target can immediately attack you, but they also take the damage. Your target can immediately attack you, but they also take the damage. Can? Alright, so she's gonna... What does that mean? She takes the damage of what she does to you? Or she takes the damage of your attack? Dude, you need to type your stuff better. Alright, so she's gonna try and make an attack with her blinding spittle. Can't. Out of range. Never mind, she can't do that. You're okay. Bearded Vulture says, gotta go to bed, Josh. It's been fun. Thank you very much for joining us, Bearded Vulture. It was great. This is the most active we've been. Normally it's just me and Bumfluff. And it recently, Chlorus Shades. Who was here last week? Was it Chlorus Shades? And Chubby Kim, or just Chubby Kim? Just one or the other. But yeah, I will definitely be here next Saturday. Oh, it seems she takes what she dishes out. Well, she's going to decide not to take the attack because she's out of range and can't move anyway. So your nat 1 was okay. No problem. At least your bow didn't break. I hate it when I roll. I hate it when we roll that one. And that's 2 hours, guys. I think we should end it there. Yeah. We'll end it there. And next week, we've got to remember that the Nereid is coming out and standing in front of... Here, I'll put a note here to remind myself. Wait, where'd that go? I just made it invisible. Nereid is standing in front of Mira. Crap, I can never spell her name. next turn. And whose turn are we on? We just had Rial's turn. So it's Care's turn next. Alright, there we go. Thank you very much for joining me, everyone. I hope you enjoyed D&D today. Just I'm not a very experienced game master. I have always been interested in Dungeons and Dragons from when I was first learned about it in high school, but never had any friends that played it. Actually, I don't think it was high school that I knew about it. It was after high school. But ever since I've heard it, I've always been interested in playing it and just have never. That was before Facebook and stuff was around, so you couldn't get a Facebook group to go and play. And now that I'm an adult, I've got kids and stuff, so I don't have time to go, and I'm not a reliable person to go and play with other people. But this is the next best thing. Thank you very much for joining us. Should be Care? Yeah. What? Yeah, Care's turn next. Thank you. If you're watching this after the stream, don't forget that you can go to the YouTube channel and put some comments there. I can reply to you. And yeah, thank you very much, everyone. We had Bearded Vulture, Hubris, Chubby Him, Bumfluff, Traintastic. Sorry, Traintastic, you only just got here. Glory Shades. It's just Aya. It's just Aya subscribed for 1 month at tier 1. Thank you. Corinne Joy, thank you for your subscription. You guys don't have to do that. Hubris, also thank you for the subscription. I appreciate you all and all your support. That's I'm very amazed. Bragg, thank you for dropping in shortly and suggesting that we should slap Care out of his. We didn't do that actually. Slap Care out of his stupor. So he's still. Is he still? Charmed? Oh shit, Rial's charmed as well. So lucky his bow missed. I think that's all, right? If I missed anyone, I'm very sorry. Thank you very much for joining. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now. Oh, and hang around if you want some free channel points, because I'm going to raid someone, I think. If anyone's online today. Yes, Mum, she bells. She's speaking in Tagalog, so sorry, but enjoy the free channel points. Catches. What the heck? She's playing a game called I Am Fish. What is that?
I've been trying